Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Today we are entering the third chapter of Tejobindu Upanishad. And the dialogue between Kartikeya and his father, Lord Shiva. All our scriptures are presented in the form of dialogues between the two. Like if you take the Shaiva Gama, in Shaiva Gama, the wife Parvati is asking question to husband Shiva. She was not complaining. Normally wives complain. She was not complaining. And that is how the great wisdom came. So here the son Kartikeya asks, Kumaraha pitaram atmanubhavam anubruhiti papracha sahovaja parashivaha. So, oh father, please tell me, what is the meaning of experience of the self? We all the time talk about, so many words are used. God realization, self-realization, having the vision of God, divine experience. What exactly it means? Isn't it a very pertinent question? So, the teacher says, Sohovacha Parashivaha, Shivji said, Parabrahma Swarupoham Paramanandamasmiham Kevalam Jnana Rupoham Kevalam Paramosmiham. This is the experience of the self. What is that first? Parabrahma Swarupoham. I am of the nature of the Supreme Brahman. Oh, there is some lower Brahman also? Yes. Lower Brahman is Prakriti. In the 14th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Vishnu uses the word Brahma for the Prakriti or the Maya. Mama yonir mahat Brahma tasmin garbham dadamyaham. So there, Brahma doesn't mean the absolute reality, but his potentiality. This is one principle. If we can catch it perfectly, all the problems of our understanding will be dissolved. And the principle is, the potentiality cannot exist without the substratum. But the substratum can remain without expressing or not expressing the potentiality. For example, the burning power. The burning power doesn't have independent existence. Then, to whom it belongs? It belongs to the fire. So the fire has a freedom to contain the burning power without getting burnt, and also has the freedom to manifest the burning power. This burning power will burn others, not the fire. If this principle is clear, exactly the same way, the Supreme Reality, Paramatma, and His infinite potentiality referred variously by different names. In Vedanta they call Maya or Avyakta or Shakti or Avyakrita or Prakriti. These are different names indicating the same potentiality. I put it in one word, potentiality. So, this potentiality is Apara Brahma, and Para Brahma is the absolute reality where potentiality is dormant although present, and therefore doesn't have an impact of the potentiality leading to the non-dual absolute existence. There is no duality in the experience. Therefore, Parabrahma Swarupoham, this is called technically as Bhavana. We are all leading our life on the foundation of Bhavana. I am a man, Bhavana. I am a woman, a Bhavana. I am intelligent, a Bhavana. I am beautiful, only Bhavana. I am Gujarati, a Bhavana. What is the logic behind it? And when we are not identified with the body, etc., then bhavana is dropped. And yet we continue to exist. But slowly this bhavana gathers such a strength that this imagination becomes real. And thereafter all the problems of life begin. So if we have to imagine, why not we imagine we are divine? See? If you remember, many months, years back, I told you one story. There were two kids, brother and sister, small, maybe 5-6 years, and they were playing home. And you know how the children play home. There is no script writer, there is no director, there is no stage required, and yet they can start playing. So in that game, playing home, the husband brother comes, and only in the space he simply knocks and makes the noise of the door with his mouth. Tuck, tuck. Nothing has happened. He's only imagining. And then the sister wife also opens the door. Again imagination. And every day what is happening at home, so the door makes the noise. So she will make the noise with her mouth. Kararara. And the moment he enters the house, whatever his father was doing, he will say the same thing. He will say, is there something to eat? Then the children listen every day what happens in the house. So the mother, sister tells, the moment you enter the house, eat my head. Nobody writes these dialogues. And thereafter, the husband says, oh, if I eat your head, I'll starve. It is empty. There is nothing over there. All these things are happening. Only nothing is happening, but only imagination. Then she imagines again, opens a fridge. Wait a minute, I'll give something to eat. And takes out as if from the fridge and gives him. Take yesterday's leftover vegetable and sandwich. Eat. So the husband, brother says, now stop for a moment. Yes. See, you are not giving me anything, only imagining. Why don't you imagine, take jalebi and rasgulla? Is it not our life exactly like that? The real spiritual practice is this. Discard all buddies. And yet you will come to know you exist. So presently we are mother, father, brother, husband, wife. Then we are man, woman. Then we are the soul. These are all the imaginations. It has no foundation in the scriptures. This world we take real. Oh, it is so real. And we study Bhagavad Gita. And what is said? Narupamasteha tathopalabhyate. What we are discuss, Urdhva Mula Madhashakam, if you inquire and think properly, that kind of world is nowhere existing. Then why do you discuss that? Just to make fool of you. Discard. And then come to this statement. Parabrahma Sarupoham. I am the infinite, uncontaminated, non-dual, absolute self. Start playing it. I am using the word, start playing it. So when the brother and the sister, they are playing husband-wife, they don't become husband-wife. They are just playing. Exactly the same way. Play that you are divine. And in that play, somebody will not be born. Friends, one most important principle of spiritual life is we have to discard all specialities. That we are carrying the burden on our head. The truth is non-specific reality. Nirvishesha satta. See? On that existence, all specialities are imposed. Like man is the reality, and the son, the husband and the father, they are man with speciality. So discard the speciality. The moment we understand the simple principle, you have taken a bold, right step on the spiritual path. Otherwise, the same thing, Swamiji, I don't know what is going to happen to this world. Then if you don't know, relax. If you know, then be prepared. See? Therefore, I told you earlier, our satsanga is not a hospital, not a temple. It is a gym. In gym, only healthy people come to maintain their health. See? There was one man, huge structure, went to the doctor. And when doctor was taking his measurements, he has to use not a tailor's tape, but a ground measuring tape. Oh, like that. Then he said, that fat man said, doctor, the problem is, in our family, obesity runs. So doctor said, no, the problem is in your family, nobody runs. So much lost in these specificities. Give it up, then you are on the right track. Otherwise, you will have problems, one or the other. There cannot be life without problem. So, Parabrahma Swarupoham, Paramanandamasmeham. We know three types of happinesses. The one happiness is the sattvic happiness. See, I am not like others going to movies. I go to satsanga. I am not like others eating non-vegetarian. I eat grass along with the cows. Goody, 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 goody. And then I do japa, I do meditation. Abhyasad ramate yatra dukkhantam janigajjati tat sukham sattvikam proptam. Sattvic. The sattvic people are most dangerous. They are the hypocrites of the highest order. Then the second type of happiness we know is the rajasic happiness. Vishendriya sanyogad yat agre amrutopamam pariname vishamiva tat sukham rajasam smrutam. In two places I have seen the real gluttons who can really eat. Go to Ahmedabad at 1 o'clock at night. On the roadside there will be huge crowds eating all the rubbish. But the best part in Ahmedabad is everything is sweet, so no problem. But if you go to Delhi on Karol Bagh, Arya Samaj Road, there also these Punjabis keep on eating up to late night. And there are a lot of mirchi, masala and all that. So eating, oh, very nice, very nice. All kinds, all holes are leaking. And thereafter, after that, they finish their eating and go, and next day morning, fire on every hole. Pariname vishamiva. And then the stomach is completely upset. Lekin khane mein maja aa gaya. Rajasic sukham. The third one we are all expert. Nidra alasya pramadottam tat sukham tamasam sukham. Sleep up to 10 o'clock. What is the symptoms of prosperity? Keep on sleeping up to 10 o'clock like a bed bug. Prosperity. See? Nidra, alasya, laziness of the highest order. And pramad, discovering or developing proficiency in repeating the same mistake again and again. Proficiently mistakeful. See friends, therefore, these are the three sukhas we know. Now here the teacher says, Paramanandam asmeham. Our happiness is not based on the three gunas. We are happy not because. We are happy in spite of. Sarvam paravasham dukkham. Sarvam atmavasham sukham. Etad vidyat samasena lakshanam sukha dukkhayo. All dependence is misery. Independence is happiness. See? then we will not be dependent on things and beings. Then every expression of our life will be expression of joy and happiness. So whatever we do, it will be happily done. Whenever we talk, happily we will talk. Whenever we think, we will be thinking happily. That is Paramananda. Paramananda is not with a sullen face sitting in a corner. What happened? Don't disturb meditation progress. Don't disturb. We are already inside sufficiently disturbed. No. Therefore, Paramanandamasmyaham kevalam jnana rupoham. This principle I told, try to work on it. Knowledge without a knower is the truth. How to understand this? Then analyze your knowledges. There are two types of knowledges. One type of knowledge demands the instrument of knowledge. Like this is a book. Now how this is known? Of course by the eyes they are seen, the book is seen, and in the mind the book is known. But how the book is known? Come on, it's very simple. This is a book. So will the mic know this is a book? No. I know this is a book. So for the knowledge, a knower is required. And what is the knowledge of the knower? Knowledge of the knower is, I know this is a book, but I am not the book. So three factors are involved. Knower, knowledge and the known. Three of them. Now apply the same question to yourself. Do you know yourself? You will never say, I think I know. You don't have to think whether you know. If I ask you, do you know the table of 17? I think I may. But when it comes to, do you know yourself? Of course. How do you know? Through the sense organs? Smell? I think I am there. No. Do I know by my tongue, lick myself? No. Do I feel myself? No. Do I understand myself? No. This knowledge where there is no knower born, because I am the knowledge. And this knowledge further gets divided into knower, known, knowledge, technically called Triputi. Triputi Jnanam is at the level of the mind. And the self is beyond the limitations of this Triputi. See, my friends, therefore, Kevalam Jnanas Rupoham. Now, what do you mean of Kevala? Kevala means where there is no differentiation on account of these three factors. See? Like we say, 1,000 rupees only. Only means not more than that. Kevalam, only that. Now apply this principle. See friends, study of scripture says, any principle you learn, immediately apply on yourself. And this is what we do when it comes to the worldly things. When my child is making noise and I am trying to console the child, talking to him, so that time there is a pain in my heart and my child is not happy or miserable. But if somebody else's child is making noise, then the pain is in the head, not in the heart. And then we start telling, oh, my son is also like that. Who asked you? Just observe this. One mother talks about her child. The second lady will never listen. She will cut her throat. Nothing. My son. So, that event or experience of the child is immediately brought subjective. Now, apply the same principle here. Where it is said, Kevalam, only. Now, what is only? We have studied scriptures. These great Mahabhutas, they have got 5 qualities. Space has got sound, air has got touch, the fire has got form, the water has got taste, and the earth has got smell. They are called tan matra. Matra means kevalam, only. So, shabda tan matra. Any sound. Non-specific sound. Kevalam. But then we add specialities to the sound. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. भगवान का नाम कितना अच्छा होता है. वो ट्विस्ट करे, सिनेमा के गाने मत गाना. See? The same sound. And this is exactly what Bhagavan says in Gita. Pranavaha sarva vedeshu, as much I am. The Onkar in the scriptures, Shabda ke paurusham nrishu. Equally that way, I am every sound in this world. Give up all specialities. But when we get lost in specialities, a devotee is converted into a singer. Our Swami Akhandaji Maharaj, I tell you, I learnt 100 things from him. It's so deeply in every pore of my body. So, on one of the Janmashtami, some music player from Bombay, he came to Vrindavan, Janmashtami. I was also there. And Maharaj used to be mast in his own joy. He came to Namaskar, he said, Maharajji, today being Janmashtami, I will play this Malakam Sarag at midnight, so please come and listen. Maharaj is simple. I don't understand it, you could do it, I am not coming. You enjoy. I don't deny, I can't enjoy that. After that was over, then I started thinking on it. Why Maharaj has said, what must be the message for me? Be attentive. Real spiritual practice is learn from every experience, not mechanically leading a life. So when Maharaj said like that, I was thinking, what could be the reason why he said like that? And then one day I realized that truth. What was that? You will see all the singers, they have zero value for the meaning of the words. They are lost only the sura and the tal. प्यार नहीं है सुर से जिसको वो मूर्ख इंसान नहीं है. Getting lost only in the u, sa, re, ga, getting lost. See, my friends, because the sound is given a special status. Exactly the same way. When I say kevalam jnana rupoham, so kevalam, only the knowledge. Give up the objectivity. The moment you give up the objectivity, you give up the subjectivity. This is called as objectless, subjectless awareness. Watch the quality of your mind at this moment. Like a wrinkled cloth, we move an iron box on that, all wrinkles gone. The hidden beauty of the cloth surfaces. Exactly the same way, our mind is like the cloth which is dried, squeezed, and when you spread it open, it is full of wrinkles, looks so ugly. Now, are the wrinkles something other than the cloth? They only appear, don't exist. That which is appearing and non-existing, that is creating ugliness. So the moment, by the wisdom of understanding, when you move the iron box of wisdom, all these things disappear. And the innate beauty surfaces. That is the meaning of Kevalam jnana rupoham, kevalam paramosmyaham. I am that Supreme. But is it not a ego? All the time I. Of course it is ego. If you study Bhagavad Gita, maximum number of times this first person singular is used abundantly. But who was that? Ajopi san navyatma bhutanam ishvaropi san prakritim swam adhishtaya sambhavami, first person singular. But who am I? Same thing. Ajopi san, although unborn. That aham, which is vritti rahit aham, which is thought-free I. That thought-free I is an ego, but it is not a poisonous ego. This is one of my books, if you happen to read. Ego factor, an asset and a liability. Ego is both an asset and a liability. It is an asset when you are likely to go the wrong way. Somebody tells you, come on, yaar, take drink, nobody is talking. Ek baat to peena hi chahiye. But then your ego, no, I have given a word to my father, I won't go the wrong way. That is also ego. But it is protecting us. See friends, this is the meaning, kevalam paramosmyaham, I am the Supreme One. Kevalam shantarupoham, kevalam chinmayosmyaham, kevalam nityarupoham, kevalam shashvatosmyaham. Now this kevala I explained you, how it goes with everything. Kevalam shantarupoham. There are three types of shantis. One is ashanti, needs no commentary. Second is opposite of ashanti is shanti. And the third one is that which is not enhanced by the shanti and that which is not contaminated by the ashanti, that is prashanti. That prashanti is kevalam, it is said here. Such a person will never get disturbed on any account. See? Like the space doesn't get disturbed. Like the water doesn't get disturbed. Let it be ocean, let it be a wave, let it be clouds, let it be iceberg. Water is at peace. Kevalam shantarupoham, kevalam chinmayosmyaham. I am pure conscious existence. Now how do we practice this? Like one lady asked me this question. Swami, you people say, do Atma Chintan. What is the meaning of Atma Chintan? You never tell us. I said, Mama, if we tell you, then our market will go. We keep some kind of, ignorance in you intact. Like no intelligent doctor will cure the patient. He will maintain the patient. Because otherwise he'll become a patient. So same way, we also do the same thing. We don't tell you everything, There was a guru and a shishya. And the guru was teaching him the art of, the sword, how to play or use it. And one day, the shishya challenged the guru. I challenge you. Either you be my guru or I'll be your guru. The guru smiled and said, okay, come. And he came. And when he started, he said, today I am tired, my dear disciple, tomorrow will. Next day, the guru came with a long sword, with a long case. And Shishya came with the ordinary one. He said, today I am tired, we'll have it tomorrow. So next day, he came with a long sword and long case like that to play. And Guru came with the same one, long one. And then when they started, they start. Now, the Guru had kept the small sword inside, although the case was long. And the disciple has kept the length of the sword was the same as that of the case. By the time he takes it out, Guru has put his sword on his neck. You didn't tell me this technique. He said, if I tell you everything. See, therefore, we don't tell you everything. No, Swamiji, please tell. I said, Mama, it is so simple. Absence of anatma chintan is atma chintan. How will you listen to silence? Ears can hear only the sounds. Ears cannot hear silence. Then how will you listen to silence? Only one way. Be indifferent to the sounds. Let any sound come. Be absolutely indifferent. You are listening to silence. And in that, one understanding will take place. That you have bypassed your ears and you have reached your mind. We all know only one way. Reach the mind through the sense organs. Reach the mind, bypassing the sense organs, you have conquered this waking experience. See? Similarly, what is meditation? Bypass the thoughts. Let any thought come, who cares? Good thoughts, bad thoughts, I don't care. Learn to remain indifferent. That ability to remain indifferent makes us go beyond the mind. We don't react. See how slowly we are migrating from the periphery to the center. This is the meaning of this. Kevalam Shantarupoham, Kevalam Chinmayosmeham, Kevalam Nityarupoham, Kevalam Shashvatosmeham, Kevalam Nityarupoham. Nitya is that, technically speaking, which is not influenced by time. This is normally it is said. But this is not the right way of understanding. Nitya means what? That which supports the time. How can the time influence that? Here we have to understand the principle of time. What we normally, casually, popularly understand time means hours, days, weeks, months, years, etc. When it is said, Kevalam Nitya Rupoham, that means let many years come and go, I remain the same. This is one meaning. But this doesn't give you direct experience. Now go further. What is time? Time is created by the mind when a sequence is established. Don't establish a sequence, time is not born. Morning, breakfast, lunch, evening tea, dinner, late supper, one after one event. The whole day is born. Then go to sleep. No event. Wake up. Second event. First thing we do, we look into the watch. What is the time? Oh God, I have been sleeping for 8 hours. Time is born. Therefore, what is time? Time is a baby of mind, born when a sequence is established. And therefore, being the baby of mind, mind is never influenced by time. That is why all oldies like me make a pathetic joke. Can you guess me what is my age? So we make, just to make that dumb fellow happy. Oh, uncle, you are, I think, 81 years young. The moment you say young is pumping out of his skin. He understood me correctly. Are Dumbo, the experience is in the mind, and the mind is not influenced by time because time is the baby of the mind. The body is influenced by the time. Therefore, body grows, mind never grows. Therefore, this is one understanding of time. Nitya Sarupo. Now, the second meaning is the real meaning. The real meaning is time is that principle which supports all the changes. Like a seed is sown, it swells, breaks, the plant starts coming out of it, it grows, first becomes a sapling, then a plant, then a tree, then leaves, flowers, fruits, the fruits ripen, fall down, rot, again the seeds come out. All these changes are happening. That principle, because of which all the changes are supported, but that which is not influenced by any change is beyond time. And that is called as Mahakal, Ujjain, Mahakaleshwar. So, is it not what we have done? All old people should remember this. What we have done to become old. But what an arrogance of the old days. See? During our childhood, it was a culture that we have to listen to the elders. Today, there is a culture we have to listen to the children. Nobody listens to us any time. Cry. See, friends, once you understand these principles of life, you can never be serious in life. It's all a great fun going on. So, Nitya Kevalam Nitya Rupoham. And how is this fun, Therefore, I told you, learn from every experience. You get into meditation 24/7. Once I was taken to a vaccine laboratory by some scientist, and he was explaining me how they manufacture or prepare the vaccines. So he took me to one big, like this AC condition, air conditioned hall. And then there were many cages. And they are called as, I don't know what it is, inbred mice lines. So about a dozen of them. And their inbred means their genome is almost similar. Then they will be given some injection. And then they will come and take the observations. So he was explaining me. See, these are the different doses we have given and these observations we take and we observe. In this cage, the rats are very agitated, fighting with each other. The other one, the rats are very dull. The third one, some are dull, some are not dull. Like that. So when that was happening, I was not looking at the rats, I was looking up. He said, Swami, what are you looking up? I said, I am seeing the one who is looking at you and me. We are put in different cages. Gujarati, Marathi, Bengali, Punjabi. And from here, friends, we are experimental pigs. Do you think the rats will understand? Take life in this spirit. You can never be miserable in life. But you will see most of the places, spirituality means they'll cry, suffer, particularly these Bhagavad and Ramayana. You are not here to cry, man. See, they'll be keeping a pile of towels. Because constantly crying. And drama ho raha hai, don't cry. And unless the audience cries, he is not satisfied. Sabko rula ke choda, are. See, friends, that is not spirituality, it's a bundle thing. So, kevalam nitya rupoham, kevalam shashvatosmyam. I am ever the same. See? Never changing. Nothing can destroy me. Nobody has ever experienced death. If you understand death, you will never die. If you don't understand, you will die every moment. How we die every moment? When I was a child, I was dying to become a teenager. When I became a teenager, I was dying to become a middle-aged. When I was middle-aged, I was dying to become a husband. When I got husband, I was dying to become a father. When I became father, I was dying to become a grandfather. When I became a grandfather, I came to know, or I never lived. Whole life I have been only dying. But if you understand what is death, I refer to you and I am happy that you forget the things. One movie I had told you is a American movie and I learned from that movie. The only purpose, name of the movie is RIPD, Rest in Peace Department. So, one police officer and with his colleague goes on the top of a building for some investigation. And there is some kind of argument. So, one of the policemen, he takes out a pistol and shoots the other fellow. And he falls down 30-40 floors. And when he falls down, he gets up and walks away. But everything around him in that cinema, it is frozen. Then the movie goes on. And he is able to see everything. He sees his wife, she is crying. Then the dead body is carried away, it is buried. And then after some time, he is always observing his wife, what she is doing. Then she gets married again. So he goes for the marriage. He can see, but nobody can see him because the soul. And thereafter, one day, something happens and she is coming with her boyfriend and a huge accident takes place and the car is blasted. It is thrown in the air. She dies. Then she also comes out of the car comfortably. Everything is frozen. Now she can see him, he can see her, put hands in hands, and thereafter they live happily. So when I saw that movie, my friend told me, Swami, how do you like the movie? I said, it's a Vedanta. He said, Swami, can't you see anything else in this world other than Vedanta? I said, this is the only truth. He said, what is the truth? I said, look here. Then I told him. This happened probably in Miami, in Florida. I said, look here, before I came to Miami, I was in Washington, D.C. Before that, I was in Minneapolis. Before that, I was in LA. So, when I left LA is dead for me. I am there. Then I went to Minneapolis. I left that place. Minneapolis dead for me. I am there. Is it not our story? Childhood died. I am still there. Middle age died. I am still there. Old age will die. I cannot die. मरने भी नहीं देते. See, friends, this is the meaning of kevalam shashvatosmyam. If we are studying scriptures, if we are following the path of religion or faith or devotion or anything, the one thing should happen. If that is not happening, we are nowhere on the spiritual path. We are on chowpatty. What should happen? Not even a passing thought about our death should come in our mind when we listen anybody's death news. If that is happening, then we are pakka. Otherwise, one old man with his grandson went a nice, beautiful lake. This happened in Australia. In one place, Newcastle, very big, huge lake is there. So I always go there when I go and sit on the lake, and you can just put your feet in the waters and play nicely. So one old man and his grandson, they went there. And the child was happily, had something to feed to the fish. So he's feeding, the fish will come, he will touch, the fish with his feet and all that. He was enjoying. And the old man, my dear child, yes, one day we all have to die. And the child quickly said, but grandfather, rest of the days we can live, is it not? Think of living more than dying all the time. Nitya Shashra, Kevalam Shashvatosmyaham, Kevalam Satsvarupohalam, Tyaktva Aham Asmi Aham, Sarvahina Swarupoham, Chidakashas Mayosmyaham, Kevalam Sattvarupoham. I am only existence, be attentive. We all know existence of Mike, existence of a man, existence of pain, existence of wisdom, existence of war, existence of nation, existence of disease. Remove that off. Existence by itself. Do not add attributes to the existence. When this is not understood, Sankhyas get lost in Jada Chetan Vivek. See, sentient exists, inert also exists. So on the pure existence, sentiency is one conditioning, one upadhi, and inertness is other upadhi. See, like on electricity, two bulbs are superimposed. One is a live bulb, one is a fuse bulb. So, because of that, there are not two kinds of electricity. Electricity is independent of the live bulb or fuse bulb or no bulb. Kevala Satsvarupoham. Immediately, the thoughts disappear. Be very attentive. This Sat itself is called as Sattva. That Sattva is the mind. Sat is undifferentiated knowledge, and Sattva, Tva means ness, good, goodness, bad, badness. Exactly the same way. Sat, pure existence, existence-ness is mind. See? So drop that Tva. Because the moment mind is born, mind cannot function in absolute. Mind demands relativity. Mind demands Dvandva. Dvandva is the complementary opposites. Joy, sorrows, long, short, round, square, near, distant, good, bad, health, disease. Everything in this world is only in pairs. Because mind cannot survive without these complementary opposites. And this is how mind creates. And therefore, if you just try, when you say sound, immediately silence is created. So the mind survives on that. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Then, no, keep quiet. So you keep quiet. So either sound or silence. In both the things, the mind is still alive there. Then, let there be sound, let there be silence, who cares? You transcend these complementary opposites. You transcend the relativity. See? This is the meaning here. Keval Sat Swarupoham. Then Tyaktva Aham Asmi Aham. I am the eyeless I. Aham is of two types. One aham is naked and the second aham is dressed. The dressed aham is I plus the thought. And the naked aham is the thought-free I. What is the I plus the thought? I am man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am husband, I am wife. In deep sleep, I am. But there, I am husband, I am wife is not there. So, I am without the aham. So, this thought-free I. If it is a thought-free I, be attentive. You will not concentrate. Yogis talk about concentration. Don't concentrate. Relax. Only be aware. We are not telling you, become aware. No. The moment you become, somebody is born. How to remain aware? As much we are aware of our breathing. We are aware of our breathing without our awareness. But when there is asthma, when there is a cough and cold, then these days I am having. Otherwise, we never think about it. See, this is the meaning here. Tyaktva aham asmi aham. I have dropped this relative I. How to understand it? I, the man, and I, the husband. I, the same man, I, the father. I, the same man, I am the son. So this son, husband and father is aham with the conditioning. Man with the upadhi is the limited I, and man without the upadhi is the unlimited I. So out of that one man, three people, the son, father and husband, they don't come out. Where are they? They are only in imagination. See, my friends, therefore, kevalam satsvarupo haram tyaktva aham asmi aham sarvahina swarupo aham. I have nothing. Give up everything. What are the things that we carry as a burden on ourselves? Two things. Name and form. When sannyas is given to us, that time there is one of the ritual is called as Viraja Home. In that Viraja Home, we conduct our own Shraddha. We give our own Pindadan to ourselves. So we are, for technical, practical purposes, we are dead. Don't touch us, give away. If you touch, take bath. See. So, this, after the Sannyasa Diksha is given, then two things are done. Your form is changed and your name is changed. You people look so neatly dressed properly, we look like cartoons. And our name has a suffix, Ananda. One child asked me this question, why you people have got this Ananda? I said, is it a monopoly of cinema actors or what? Devananda. Why Ananda? I said, for name's sake, be happy. Being a Swami and being miserable is a disgust. See? And then name. You will come across many places I have seen. You go to Haridwar, Rishikesh, some places. Swami Gadbadananda, bracket, ex-IS officer. What is the use of that Swami? See, friend, the names and forms have to be totally dropped. Therefore, Sarvahina Swarupoham. But if you see autobiography, I was born on 31st April in Honolulu. Oh no, yes, no. Lulu, Lu. Useless. It has no meaning. Who is born? Do we have the experience of birth? But then we start writing our autobiography. Then I studied here, I studied there, I went there. Now I am here, now I become a Babaji. Just work on it. Therefore, one principle I told you, one spiritual practice. Don't talk about your past. Don't ask anybody about their past. Then what to talk? There are many topics which doesn't create sin or merit. One topic is government. You talk anything about government, you will never get sin. Because government is an illusion. We are the reality. See? So when you talk about illusions, oh, that day when I saw the rainbow, it was surprising, Instead of, the convex outside, it was concave rainbow I saw. When you say like this, it will not create sin. See, friends. Therefore, Sarvahina Swarupoham Chidakasha Mayosmeham. I am pure Chidakasha. See, be attentive. It's a very deep topic, Chidakash. For Chidakash, Santa Ganesha uses the word the solid space. And he gives a beautiful explanation. The space is vast, empty, and yet it wants more and more. Anything you go on adding in the space won't say enough, no, I can't contain. It is the unsatiating hunger of the empty space. But he uses the word for Guru. But my Guru, the Chidakasha, is unlike this empty space. He is the solid space. Now what is the solid space? Chidakasha is solid space. Very deep topic if you catch it properly. Gold is a solid space for all the ornaments. Means what? In the gold, other than the gold, there is nothing. Then, ornaments are not brought from outside and kept on the gold. But the gold itself becomes the ornament. Therefore, all the ornaments are contained in the gold in unmanifest form, like we are all in this space. Without the space, there cannot be contents. Had there been no space in the gold, where from the ornaments have come? They are already there. That is the meaning of Chidakash. Ekameva Ditiya Neha Nanasti Kinchana. This is one absolute reality. Where there is neither the duality nor the Dvandva. Duality is I versus you, Dvandva is Sukha Dukkha. Dvaita and Dvandva. Both of them are totally absent. Therefore, Chidakasha Mayosmeham. I am pure conscious existence. Meaning, other than me, there is nothing. Kaivalya Upanishad, Mayi Sakalam Jatam, Mayi Sarvam Pratishtitam, Mayi Sarvam Layam Yati, Tad Brahma Dvayamasmyam. Everything is born in me. The ocean says, all the waves are born in me. Mayi Sarva Pratishtitam. Everything is maintained in me. Mayi Sarvam Layam Yati. All the waves go back into me. Exactly the same way. Look within yourself. When we go to sleep, where the world has gone, it has gone back to me. When we wake up, again the world comes out. Like a child chewing the bubble gum, brings out the bubble and swallows it. Again brings out, again swallows it. Exactly the same way. The world is never created. It is manifestation, unmanifestation, manifestation, unmanifestation, incessantly going on. When the waves are there on the ocean, it is not an addition to the ocean. When all the waves quieten because there are no winds, there is no loss to the ocean. Is it not our story? When there is a waking and a dream, we don't gain anything. When there is a deep sleep and samadhi, we don't lose anything. Because everywhere I am alone. Waking I support without becoming a waker. Dream I support without becoming a dreamer. Deep sleep I support without going to sleep. Samadhi I support, but when samadhi breaks, I don't break. See, friends, that Chidakasha. Therefore, creation, destruction, this life, that life, heaven, hell, all these are baby KG1, KG2 thoughts. But now you are in a gym. And who can go to gym? The one who has got a fracture in the leg and a collar in the neck. He will not be allowed to enter. Therefore, you will see, when there is a tabla peti and there will be dinner served after the Bhagavad Katha, you will be getting huge crowds for food. Who comes from Krishna? Here you get nothing. On the contrary, the real spiritual practice is a bargain of total loss. You have to give up everything. And Bhagavan Krishna says the same thing. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja. Give up everything. Come to me. But now my grandchildren are just studying, they have to get married. How long are you going to hold on to this world? Does it mean we should become Babaji? Please don't compete with me. Continue to suffer. See, friends. Kevalam turya ruposmi, turya titosmi kevalaha, sada chaitanya ruposmi, chidanandamayosmyam. Kevalam turya ruposmi. Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti, waker, dreamer, deep sleeper, all of them are supported by the fourth principle. That is called as Turiya. But that doesn't mean it is the fourth. Many people mistake. If you take the grammar language, dictionary language, Turiya means fourth. But this doesn't mean fourth here in Vedanta. It means the only one. Like son, number 1. Husband, number 2. Father, number 3. Man, number 4. Is the man fourth? Man is the only one. These 3 are superimposed on the man. Therefore, when it is said, Kevalam Turya Ruposmi, that means Mattaha Smriti Jnanam Apoharancha. I alone support the waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. That is the Turiya. There are 2 words. One is Turya Ruposmi and Turya Titosmi Kevalaha. Be very attentive. These are very subtle differences. When we are talking from the relative standpoint, we accept the waking, dream and deep sleep as the experiences valid. Then we are told, I am the fourth, the Turiya. But from the absolute standpoint, there is not even fourth. See? From the directions point of view, I am the east, I am the west, I am the south, I am the north. And yet I am beyond it. Who says? The space says. But from the space's point of view, There is neither east nor west nor south nor north. So from the relative standpoint, we say Turya Ruposmi, I am the fourth one. Turyananda. And from the absolute standpoint, Turyatitosmi Ham. Somebody in Vrindavan asked me this question. स्वामी जी ये तुरिया क्या होता है? अरे वो सब्जी होती है ना, तुरई की सब्जी में खा जाओ. तुरई की सब्जी अच्छी लगती है. What can you talk? Tell me. Therefore, केवलम तुर्य रूपोस्मि, तुर्यातीतोस्मि हम, सदा चैतन्य रूपोस्मि. I am ever pure consciousness. See? Like the water says, I am always water. You may give me names, who cares? That this is ocean, these are waves, this is iceberg, these are the clouds, this is a dewdrop, this is steam. You give name, who cares? I continue to be water only. In the same manner, Sada Chaitanya Ruposmi, I am ever, always the pure consciousness. You may call me anything, it doesn't matter. And Chidananda Mayosmiham, and I am not only conscious, but blissful conscious. These are all the thoughts which will wean us from the relative world and bring us back to our essential nature. Now, we have been contemplating for last 67 minutes. I am observing, none of you have changed your seats. You are already out of your body. When you go to yoga classes or yoga students, they will be sitting for 1 hour lecture in 60 asanas. One leg here. All because so much physically oriented. See, I was in one yoga conference recently in Lonavala. So there was one group of people came from Gujarat, Junagadh. Is there something Junagadh in Gujarat? Junagadh they came. He said, Swamiji, oh, we like your lecture so much. There the topic was simplify life. It's on the YouTube. If you like, you can enjoy that. So after the talk, Swamiji, we give you an invitation. You please come to our ashram, and we have got many people coming there, 500, 600. There won't be problem of crowd. I said, if they are yogis, I will not come. Yogis don't go for satsang. Because they have to simply listen and think. Then what about pranayam? See? No. That way people from the cities also come. It is not their fault. Can you blame the KG1 child that he is not able to sit proper? Child is a child. These are babies. But when you graduate and you can't continue to be in KG1 throughout life. No, I like that miss. And Baba, she has become Buddha now. You get out of that. So we can't continue to be at the KG1, KG2 level. And when you enter this contemplative mode of life, you will see you rise above externalities, your body, your pains, your hunger, your thirst, everything slowly disappears. Because you have disappeared. And when you disappear, what remains is the ultimate truth. This experience you cannot speak of. Ganeshwar Maharaj says, this experience, no words are ever born to explain this. Try to give a talk on this experience. You will come to the Upanishadic statement. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. That which cannot be within the framework of speech and the mind. Because it is the trans-mind experience. And you know the best part of it? It is not a gain. Because it was never a loss. It is something like, today only it happened, I think. I got 2-3 pairs of glasses. These are recently made. My number has changed. So the one glasses I kept somewhere, I think in the bathroom, after my bath and all that. And they are searching everywhere, where it has gone, where it has gone. And finally I had to find out the other one, and then I came over here. And finally when I went to washroom to wash my hands and come, oh, it's there. So is it lost? Praptasya prapti. In the same manner, spiritual evolution is not a gain. Because it was never lost. This notion has to be changed. And notions are in the mind. So, if you start working on the mind, how the notions are developed, and what is the antidote for the notions? Antidote for the notions is Vedanta contemplation. In this manner, when you slowly take up this way, then this Tejobindu Upanishad means a meaningful statement. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.